life. Rich anti-fucker wife. Kila siku niko grind. Longer than your 9 to 5. All my ladies get in line. Let nobody check your shine. Easy how I make it rhyme. Shake it, ladies, never lie. For president, all of them incompetent. Cause it only could pretend. Killer trap like Figueroa. Me, I say it with my chest. Nigga, I'm the fucking best. How nataka could be test. How I love you with your pet. Yeah. Ha. Sassy. Animation crazy. Making money when I'm lazy. Fixing easy. Yes, baby. Money, yes, sassy. For sure, it's true. Come shots in the shots. My life come forward. I can't just stop with my yo, excuse me. Bishop and beaten. Ready to see my life. Sponsor. Only bishop. So when I speak over her and so cause I'm misgiven. Yo, hear the queen once in recognition. You do stop in Boko. Cause I know. Seeking Soko Kui Estas. To see no. Si esto libre ni cueros. Hablo. Teco said si coros por favor. Pablo. La que no la cuches clout. Never golden I'm out. Come back with you with us. I did my family big deal. Soft people need me. I'm the hardest thing in the building. Things that I reading. When I flex I'm a gold as a 50. But I was go 50. On the body of my city. Which is when I mean it. Let's look and I'm moving like a up. I call it the chicken in the city. Who really thought I wasn't gonna know. These niggas really stand up in beaches. When I'm pulling big bitches be freezing. Nigga fresh by the easy. When I speak just call me Khaleesi. On my lane I've been busy. Nobody fuck. Putting no I got the stack. I'm on the Google, go get the bag. They say I'm a bully, I guess I am. Be selective with what you want. Cause you had your back when you kicked your out. Remember about that for you run your mouth. And run out my cash when you run your mouth. I don't know what bitches is all about. But I know if I'm better now. The times I'm good, they never count. This time I'm the bag and whatever man. Let's say you're trying to my town. It's okay, I get it, nigga, you're a clown. I can't believe that I held you down. Fuck that I hear me, I'm really done. Straight up from home, you know what you know. If you don't like me, niggas ain't done. Whether you green or all day, every day. What's with the lighter? Smoking this on a one-time cycle. You're gonna be like me, my bro, you know, I just be taking it hard. I can't tell you by them. No, we don't need it again. You can carry the red. You're not drunk, where's your bed? Yo, what can you pass your bed? You're go busy now for your trip. You're now listening to the nice music. You can put it on a trip. Call them nilikuja juzi bawase washanipenda bad bitch I'm a ride plus sura imeweza materials hella nice ndo naleta kwenye meza itabidi urevise ndo mpate my agenda usikuje hizi side ukikuja utapenda anyways all day every day big step big flexer anything is wrong bitches do I do better Nairobi stand up na nimindo nimesema nilikuja juzi bawase washanipenda bad bitch I'm a ride plus sura imeweza materials hella nice ndo naleta kwenye meza itabidi urevise ndo mpate my agenda usikuje hizi side ukikuja utapenda anyways mini ayana of course napenda mavela ninazoka tena na tena niko kwa ngoma na tema niweka Angera tabidi umebeba umbrella I smoke trees off cause I like one I'm not saying to come back to I'll speak when I don't like you I'm so leave but I don't try to I smoke trees off cause I like one I'm not saying to come back to always getting in love and I'm getting back I feel good again anything you want so all the bitches are here I get really high I'm in the phone it's hard to really fly I'm trying to do it with that little vibe I need to speak to me fine I got time to control it listen to my broken mind don't give it don't matter but I'm with friends pretty girls on the block pretty girls on the block prettier than your hoes, prettier than your boss. Prettiest on the block, prettiest over the block. Prettier than your hoes, prettier than your boss. Of course,
Yes, good morning.
Every day, any day. Who's your boss?
Our boss is a sir.
Prettier than him?
Literally.
That's for sure.
Literally, let him not hear me right now. But good morning, amazing people. Mambo VP, how are you guys doing? Karibuni sana to the vibe show. I'm telling you, it's good vibes and inshallah, energy top notch. We are having an amazing time. Shout out to those who are listening to us on the radio, those who are listening to us on TV, those who are listening to us on YouTube. Good morning. Let us know where you are tuned in from. But Karibuni, they call me SH, the money bands. I'm the captain right about now. And of course, I'm joined by the lovely Iwatan.
Happy days, family. How are you doing? Welcome to the second session of the Vibe Show here on the Black Wi-Fi Radio Network. And today we have a beautiful guest in the building. So basically tune in for amazing conversation. And I will be feeling magical and phenomenal.
How is your morning, E?
Very, very magical, always, literally.
Yeah, I can tell. Energetic. So I personally, I'm feeling super energetic this morning, enjoying the show. And because I'm joined by the greatest.
Right.
Literally. the baddest. You want to play your song? She likes Pesa Mangen.
Really?
Yeah, all the time. Like she's like, let me play Kimberly.
She is that girl. Liking Pesa Mangen is like crazy.
Yeah,
you're that girl.
I am that girl.
Literally.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys.
So glad to meet you finally.
I feel like it's very, like, the vibes are very immaculate. I'm just in the right place right now.
Literally.
Yeah.
As it should be. But Karibu, how have you
Sana
been?
for having me. I've been great.
Yeah.
Last I saw you was at the festival, girl.
Yeah.
You were looking fire.
Always representing.
good.
Yeah.
Just chilling. I just did the thing.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God, super excited. Finally, umefika. Kimberly.
Finally.
Kimberly, we waited for you
Yes.
last time.
Did you tell the people?
We have to. Trust me, we don't hide.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, but I had to do my big one for my big money. So I'm
Literally.
here right now.
Literally. Karibu sana. Kindly do
Asante.
introduce yourself. Of course, we've met Iwadon.
Yes.
She's my co-host, a very big fan of yours, of course. Always playing your music here.
I'm not a new fan. by the
Now,
way. Yeah.
literally. So feel at home, enjoy.
Thank you.
We have only tea. I know you like the other, but today we can only offer tea.
Yeah.
Sip tea. Literally. But Karibu, kindly introduce yourself. That's our camera.
Okay.
For YouTube and TV, the radio is on. Feel at home.
Okay. Thanks for having me. First of all,
Karibu.
the name is Kimberly Marley, aka Godmother, aka the baddest bitch in Nairobi. You ain't gotta be told once, twice, or thrice, but let me just tell you, the baddest bitch in Nairobi is on the block.
Period.
And yeah,
Let's vibe.
let's have it. Let's get it.
Literally, I'm
Let's
so
get it.
excited. Oh my God, we're gonna be talking about Pretty Gangster.
Yeah.
Literally,
for
I
sure.
started the
For
show
sure.
with our favorite,
Mhm.
definitely Point 11.
Yeah.
On the Cypher,
Yeah.
we were with her, of
Yeah.
course, and a lot of baddest bitches.
And you
literally.
carried, babe. You carried.
Thank you so much. So did you?
Thanks so much.
Literally, yeah. And then of course I also played Stepper Cypher.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely, because you killed those niggas. I'm like,
stepping.
I'm like, oh my God, tell me about that. How was the experience just working with all those dudes?
It was actually very empowering.
Yeah.
Having been the only female in a cipher with. Can I curse?
yeah.
With
Feel like
niggas who like have established their careers
Yeah.
before, like they do have kind of a name in the industry
Yeah.
already.
Right.
So it was very, first of all, humbling because I wasn't sure if people are gonna appreciate
Yeah.
me for me being me,
Yeah.
but they did,
Yeah, exactly.
and which is what makes me say like it was kind of empowering.
Yeah.
Because I got to do my thing, I got to show who I am,
Yeah.
and people just took it.
Amazing.
For that.
Amazing. Did
Yeah.
you get any pressure?
Not really.
Not
It was
really.
actually stepping on these niggas' necks was so easy.
Yeah, like
Just
that.
stepping,
Like
yeah.
a leg day.
Like
I
a
saw
leg
that.
day. We don't even hit the gym. That's the
Literally.
leg day.
Literally. I had that bar.
Yeah,
On Pretty
my favorite
Gangster.
bar.
Literally.
Gangster,
Yeah.
the EP, not even the song.
Yeah,
the EP,
the whole
that's my
EP.
favorite bar. Yeah.
Amazing. So we also had Buddy Cypher. The last year, the drill underdog drill
Yeah.
Cypher. You did really well. Oh my God! Shout out to all
That's
the
when
ladies.
shout out to all the girls. Everyone snapped.
Yeah.
Let me just start by saying that
Yeah.
everyone on that cypher snapped because I remember when it dropped. It was so hard to pick a favorite.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna pick myself as a favorite, but like from a listener's perspective,
Yeah.
hey, kila mtu hapo alichizi, you know.
Yeah.
And I could say that pretty much that's the day all the magic began.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I was just an underground rapper and
Yeah.
no one knew nothing about me.
Yeah.
I just used to write bars in my room,
Yeah.
bars in the shower,
Yeah.
until I did the cypher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's been, how has it been like? I know you, like, I don't want to say underdog, you're a rapper, you're a female femc baddest, like literally.
Yeah.
How has been your experience literally as a femc in Nairobi?
It's crazy. It has the pros, it has the cons. The pros could overpower the cons, but you know, it's a beautiful thing because people will find out you have this talent and someone to nurture it, someone to help, you know,
Yeah.
benefit from it. I don't
Yeah.
know, it's different. It's just how you view it.
Yeah.
It's just how you understand it.
Yeah.
Because last year, a time like this, I didn't know whatever I know about music.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it's just
Right.
been a whole journey of growing, and I would have let myself be taken advantage of by people if you know I didn't get to learn something.
Yeah.
And you know, as a girl in this industry,
Yeah.
man,
I know.
yeah.
It's not easy, man. It's not easy. What has been your weirdest experience as a woman in the industry? Like people
Free
the words.
features. These people asking for free features.
Yeah.
I got rent to pay. I got studio time to pay for.
Yeah.
And the fact that you want me on your song means something. Like
Yeah.
there's a reason why you didn't go to another rapper, you came to me.
exactly,
So
yeah.
Bonus Fikebe.
Fika Bay.
Yeah.
Literally. Amazing. I want us to start, of course. I started, she has a new EP.
Right.
Pretty Gangster.
On the
Let's
block.
talk about the name first. What is that name?
Pretty Gangster on the Block.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you, of late, I've just been on some very goony times.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it's not even my fault. I didn't
Yeah.
choose this life chose me.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about just rapping.
Yeah.
In real life,
Yeah.
the shit I be on is crazy.
Yeah.
I almost went to jail last year, guys.
Yeah.
So like, nataka mniombe.
Yeah.
You see, like, I'm
Yeah.
just a pretty gangster.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not
Yeah.
even capping.
Yeah.
It's what I rap. It's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Before you move forward, you talked about the fact that before you got recognized and how the cipher really changed your life.
Yeah.
How was the journey before that? Like, were you like visualizing, like, you know, you being in the limelight and you actually just doing music and collaborating and actually being in the limelight? Before that, how did that happen for you being picked to be a part of the cipher?
Before that,
Yeah.
babe, all I can say is I just had a dream.
Okay.
It was just a dream in my head, and I just knew that I wanted to rap and I wanted to be a certain type of rapper, not just your
Okay.
everyday rapper, you know. And by the way, guys, I rebranded. I've not always been sounding like this. By the
Yeah.
time I didn't used to rap in Swahili.
Yeah,
Wallahi. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah, for real.
I
Okay.
rebranded, and the cypher was actually the first time I tried rapping in Swahili, and the reception was really great. And I was like, oh wait, so people like this,
Yeah,
and the way it's easy,
Yeah.
so let me just give it to them, you know.
Yeah.
So before the cypher, all I had was my pen, paper, and a dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. But let's talk about what pushed you, like that thing that pushed you now. I wanna get into music. What was that?
I'm just gonna be honest and frank with you guys.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Those two girls are bad as fuck,
Yeah.
and they've made it against the odds of the society. Like,
Yeah.
being a big, due to lack of better words,
Okay.
I'm physically, like, I have a big body,
Yeah.
right? And you could get bullied a lot of the times. Like, people don't take. You could get away with something as a petite girl that a big girl wouldn't get away
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
you know. And the confidence that someone like Meg
Yeah.
shows, like, it's just so beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
she can get to be herself,
Yeah.
and everyone takes her. Like, don't adjust to the world. Let the world adjust to you. You know, and accept your talents and take you for who you are. You know. So I feel like, and also the lyrical ability.
Yeah.
Nikki particularly and Meg,
Yeah.
it's really inspiring. Baby, you're a rapper.
Yeah, I know.
You know, like those girls in this pitch, you're just like, hey, you're trying to even rap these bars.
Yeah.
You're passing out mid-chorus,
Yeah.
mid-hook. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah, people to look up to is what kind of pushed me. Because I feel like if they did it and they also started from somewhere, I mean, like, charity begins at home. I'm gonna start it from here, but eventually the sky is the limit. I'm gonna get where I wanna get,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna start from here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And also, what I love about like your videos and basically listening to you is your confidence. I love a girl who's obsessed with herself.
Yeah.
I am.
Fall in love with
Aren't
herself.
you guys obsessed with
Yeah,
yourself?
I
Well, that's
Yeah.
what, you know, like attract likes.
Yeah.
You know, so when I started listening to you, I'm like,
Yeah.
I like the way you're so confident. You don't give a crap about what people
I do
think or
not,
what they'll
wallahi.
say about you.
Yeah.
You're just giving it straight and direct.
Yeah.
And the way that, did it just emerge or basically it's something you had
I
to
call
work
it
on?
like BDE, but in the female version
Yes.
of BDE. Like, I'm a big daddy, you
Yes.
know, but a big mommy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh
Yeah,
my
because
God.
how I love confident women, women who are super confident about themselves,
Themselves,
their
their
bodies,
Yeah.
and everything they know they bring to the table.
Period.
I
Yes.
have a feeling like music is actually very powerful. You could help someone
Yes.
gain their confidence through music.
Music,
I
exactly.
agree.
I definitely do agree
Yes.
on that. But of course, before we continue, I want us, because we're going to be talking about the EP,
Yeah.
listening to all the songs.
Yeah.
I'm privileged to have had some of them. Bisha, one of my
Prior.
favorite. Yeah, Prior on the festival. I was
I'm
like,
telling
let's
you,
go.
back
Yeah.
your privileges, my
Yeah.
babe.
I loved it. I loved it so much. Bisha, you performed Hash Hash also
Yes.
at the festival.
I don't know if you remember how the crowd was
Crowd
going
was going
crazy over
crazy.
unreleased songs.
I
Guys,
know.
these tracks were unreleased. I was on stage performing unreleased tracks, and a whole choreography dance team
Right.
came like,
Yeah,
wow.
they were dancing.
Yeah.
there's a
From
whole
nowhere.
dance
It
team
was so nice.
it was so random but so overwhelming
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
nice. Like guys,
Yeah.
it was
Because your
so
aura-
cute.
I
your
know.
aura
The aura
is
was and
attractive.
I just don't know. Even the crowd was even dancing.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it was the first time we've listened to it. You know, if it would be like Pesa Manganya would be like, yeah, we've
Yeah,
had that.
we've
But
had that
this
before.
is like the first
The
time
first time.
she's doing
I
that
teased
song.
them.
Right.
And it was really, really super
It was
amazing
so
to see
beautiful.
that. But before we talk about that, I just remembered one thing because I want us to listen to Bisha.
Yeah.
Before the EP, it's been a long time coming before you release something. The last
Yes.
time I was with you, you're saying,
Yes.
Shmani, you know, it's been a long time. And this EP has been coming for a very long time. Why did you take
And
so much
this
time?
EP has been blood, sweat, and tears for real, for real, for
Yeah.
real. I should have even dropped it in January.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you guys don't be taking music for granted.
Mm.
Like just sing music on a platform like this.
Yeah.
That artist has gone through it to just even feed you that.
I definitely agree.
Basically, last year I was gonna do the project, but I got into some scuffles. You know, management.
Yeah.
I lost my management last year.
Mm.
And thus I'm currently an independent artist, so everything I've been doing for myself.
Yeah.
I've been funding my shit. I've been taking myself to the studio. You know the life of you're a
I
manager.
know, I know,
You're
I'm a manager.
babe.
I know,
You these
I
things.
understand everything you tell
You guys
me.
always make an artist's life easier, and I've just been trying to maneuver work and school and
Wow.
artistry.
Artistry,
Yeah, just trying to make it.
How
all
is that? Are you
balanced.
not going
It's
crazy?
Crazy! I'm losing my fucking.
Because sometimes
medulla.
I'm like, Kimberly ni cheesy. I always got it.
I'm
like,
losing my
who them ni
medulla.
cheesy?
Like I just even be throwing tantrums randomly on the internet. 'Cause, like no, I'm not gonna do this no more.
Yeah,
You know the life, babe.
I
You know
know.
the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so far so good.
So far so good. Inshallah, the Pretty Gangster, the EP is
Yeah.
out and in you guys' hands. I don't know. I'm just trying to see
We're gonna
like
push
what
it.
people's favorites
I
are.
know,
You
yeah.
know.
I already have like a few favorites.
What's
I'm
your
gonna
favorite,
tell
girl?
you. I like the one with Mudoni.
It's called Real As
I
Beach.
love Real As Beach. I love Real As Beach. And of course, the first time now I had Bisha because Bisha was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then I had Real As Beach last night. I was like,
And did you hear how Miss Brown Sugar snapped?
I heard.
She snapped. I said, first of all, every time I do a feature with someone,
Yeah.
like I never get intimidated, and mostly I be doing features with men.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sorry, but it's so easy to outdo a nigga.
Yeah, because you're a chick. I know.
Yeah, and for the first time, I actually felt like, hey, someone has done something on their verse, and it's like,
Ooh,
who's
yeah,
this girl?
I
Miss
know.
Brown Sugar. Shout out to Valerie Modoni for hopping on Real As Beach. On Pretty Gangster, the EP.
I love her music. I
Yeah.
love the cipher they did with King Kaka and
She's
and
such
Stella
a-
Mudoni and
She is
she-
such a speaker.
I
Like,
know, badass. Like
you
Real
know,
As
in
Beach.
categories of rappers, there's freestylers, there's general rappers like
Yeah.
who can just write.
Yeah.
There's writers, there's rappers who can shine.
Yeah.
Now Modoni is the package.
It's a whole
of
package.
everything.
I
She's
know.
a speaker for real.
I think people sleep on Mudoni so much. I'm always like, why are you guys sleeping on Mudoni?
Wakey, guys.
People have to wake up,
wakey.
like literally. But let's listen to Bisha. We're coming back. Kindly let us know your favorite of the EP. We'll be talking about the inspiration behind it and everything just around this EP on this amazing day. Keep it locked.
All day, every Bisha, najua wina bitch. And of course nimefanya vile nimefanya kwa kila bitch. Bisha, bisha, nikuja na spelling bisha. Bita, bita, kipita na tena kubishwa. Bisa, bisa, ime adna wakilisha. Bisha, 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 every other day tunasema bisha. Bisha, 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 nikuja na spelling bisha. Bita, bita, kipita na tena kubishwa. Bisa, bisa, ime adna wakilisha. Bisha, 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 every other day tunasema bisha. Bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch, nigga. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Touching on my puta IG. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch, nigga. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Touching on my puta IG. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Who's wanted by the CIA. They was trying to see me, but me I did. Bitches really worried about who I did. I'm like the bad bitch. Fuck being humble, man. Sit down, bitch. Keep it to mumble, we just pull that clip. We just see that shit, man. I spit my shit. Body from Nairobi, you could beat my shit. Head up position, you could beat my G. Bitch, I'm from the ghetto, you can beat my shit. The bitches really thinking they could be like we. The niggas really thinking they could be like we. I don't want your heart, you could keep that shit. And I don't want your man, bitch, believe that shit. Believe that shit, bitch, believe that shit. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch, nigga. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Touching on my puta IG. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch, nigga. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Bitch, give a fuck about a nigga. I don't hear shit, nigga. Shit's no man, I don't even chase liquor. Murder them when it's all about. That's my, you know, and I ain't talking about me. These bitches can't face me, these bitches really see her. I see numbers, numbers got you busy, got you fucking reckless. Funny stay away, what's this fucking up the brace? Come on, boy, that's my baby, kissing on my face. Every shit's so spicy, just follow me. I'm very so it's likely that they buy me, then they hate me. I don't want it, cause the real bitches is all I need. 8 years in the bitch, what you dream of, I done did, and I left some shit. California to DC, I done real stages. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch, nigga. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Touching on my puta IG. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Said I'm a real ass bitch, nigga. Said I'm a real ass bitch. Touching on my puta IG. I'm a real ass bitch. I'm a real ass bitch, nigga.
I'm about to use this song on Instagram.
I'm about to
use
use
I
this
know.
song.
I'm
Hey.
like, what? Kwanza wenye najichocha na mapicha
Na
hijabi, like,
mapicha.
what's
That's your
up?
content.
Oh,
Pictures.
I know.
Nah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Super, super amazing. That was, of course, Kimberly Marley, Real Ass Bitch featuring Valerie Muthoni. We also played Bisha. Let's start with Bisha. What is the inspiration behind Bisha?
Bisha, guys, I was actually going through it. I was losing my fucking medulla when writing that song. It's one of the times I was literally fighting with someone who was really special in my life. And they did me dirty. So I was like so mad. I don't know, if you listen to that song, you can feel the aggression. I don't know. So I have this thing where I can't write a love song or a heartbreak song to save my life. I can't. I can't. Anytime I'm mad, I just write violence.
Yeah, me too.
So I was just so mad. Honestly, I was heartbroken, but I just turned it into, into violent music. And it slaps.
Literally.
It literally slaps because it's got Marv on it. You know.
Literally. We have Tatiana B in the building.
Tatiana!
This is Kimberly's ear.
Yes.
Literally.
That's my bestie. Shout out to Tati.
Shout out to she's the Indian chick with the Indian hair. I don't know. I'm confusing. She has like curly hair.
Tati is a stallion, fine as fuck.
Period.
Yeah.
She's fine though. She's fine. Shout out to you, Tati. Shout out to everybody tuning in, to all the viewers on TikTok. You want maybe a question for our guest?
You can ask. I'll just come up with the question.
Alright.
Yes.
So I want us to talk about, definitely. We also played Real Last Page.
Yeah.
Talked about, of course, Valerie Mudoni. Tell me, like, why did you choose out of everybody? Like, you know, you'd like take a lot of people working on your music. Why did you say I want this with Valerie?
Because Val is a real ass bitch.
Yeah.
The song is literally called Real Ass Bitch. I needed a real ass bitch for the feature, man.
Yeah.
And so I had to do my big one and hit up my girl.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just sent her. First of all, I sent her the wrong file. I
Yeah.
sent Pretty Gangster instead.
Alright.
And she was like, "Hey, Miss Girl, yangu mumetuma, labda tu mengine." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, I sent the wrong one."
The
I said,
wrong one.
Wait, give me a chance.
Yeah.
Give me a chance, Brown Sugar." And then I resent
Yeah.
Real Last Bitch, and she was like, "Ngoja, let me write."
Yeah.
And in like 2 days,
Yeah.
bro, she was done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Why Real Last Beach? Most of the time when I hear your songs, because I'm also high on lyrics, songs zako zinakwanga probably, maybe, I don't know. Yes, it comes with confidence, but it comes with, you know, I'm that bitch, like, your bitches ain't shit, like, you know,
Yeah,
and
because it's
stuff
been
like
all
that.
my life, people have been trying to tell me that I'm not that bitch,
Yeah.
while I know clearly I
Yeah.
am. I was born that bitch,
Yeah.
you know. And it's just gonna circle back to the whole big girl thing.
Yeah.
I recently I haven't always been this small. I was bigger in size before, and went through a whole lot of bullying, which was so unnecessary. Yeah, you know, and basically such could dim down your personality,
Yeah.
even your confidence, you know,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
make you lose yourself. And I was on the verge of losing myself. I wasn't always this confidence babe. Yeah, I just had to snap back into being that bitch.
Yeah.
And that's why I have to remind people that you're almost dimmed the light out of me,
Yeah.
but I'm still that bitch regardless.
I definitely do relate, because I was born a small girl. Literally, if you look at my pictures before, like now being like shmani,
Yeah.
I think this body came like 2 years ago.
Really?
Like literally, I've been like really small. If you look at my TBT pictures, you'll not believe it's me. Even when before I came here, I was like really small. So right now that I'm actually like a big girl, I get a lot of funny comments sometimes. You remember? Even the time we were talking, walking on the road, some people would make comments, but me, how I see them, I'd be like, oh, that's a good compliment. Like, there is nothing as beautiful like being a thick girl, you know. Exactly. Most of it's the confidence that actually sells, and I still believe, because people call me, some would call me names, and I look at it like, yeah, you're intimidated, or you're like, you know, wezani, unajua, like you can't, you
I
just
feel
can't.
like the world is usually kinder to, like when you're small, the world is just kinder to you when you're small. Because even when I was big, the compliments I used to get weren't really compliments.
Yeah.
Of course, apart from the people who really genuinely used to care about me, like my family and my friends. Now my friends never used to play about me, you know. But just normal people compliments, they would be backhanded and ati utasikia kitu kama, for a thick girl, you're very pretty. What do you mean?
I know,
What
like
do
they
you
would be
mean?
saying
Oh,
that
yeah.
beautiful, you're like,
Yeah.
that's not a compliment, kinda.
Yeah,
you know.
just say I'm pretty or shut up. Like,
Exactly,
Yeah.
But it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But I feel like at a certain point, it's confidence that is key. When you walk, your aura and everything, you just be like,
Yeah.
Because even when I had listened to your cipher before, the first cipher. The first cipher. So when I met you, like when you were recording, I came back. I was like, I fucks with that one chick's energy over there, and I feel like she's really, really, really confident. That was the first thing I came to say at the stage. I was like, her confidence is just something else, you know. And I feel like I really like nimtu akingia kwa room anajijua. Unajua, I really hate, like, not hate, I actually really question, because I feel if you're confident, your energy should just be around. Everybody should just be noticing, hey, akonda ataka mtu aongea, there's somebody in the room. Exactly. You don't have to be like I know who I am, and that's the vibe I got when I first met you. So
thanks, babe. Same.
Just like top-notch confident, because we didn't know each other, but we were vibing. I was like,
we had a really good time that day.
Exactly. So it was like super amazing. I came back, I was like, I'm going to invite her to the show and stuff like that. It was super. I believe you're confident. Your aura should definitely speak out, and definitely speaks out in rooms. And you're dope, and nobody can be able to tell you, hey, like what the hell are you? What the hell? Like what the hell? Like what the hell do you mean? Yeah. You want on a question?
Thanks, babe. Thanks. I really appreciate you.
Karibu. A big fan from day one, literally.
Always same. I had your verse like this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Nani.
Not look up a room.
Yeah,
So she's like, who's this? Amongst us?
Yeah.
Who's this? And then we just had the best conversation from there.
Yeah.
And then you didn't take shots.
I know. Kim! Don't party with Kim. I've warned you. If
Do
you
not.
want to party with Kim, be
not.
ready.
But you guys,
Psychologically.
you should come party with me. I should be hosting like a listening party for Pretty Gangster.
Oh, we're coming.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Come party with the mama.
We are definitely. It's a good time. Be generally, mentally ready.
Yes.
Because it's gonna get down.
Yeah, and
Right.
also I'm setting foundation. Be mentally ready, but foundation paper.
Exactly. I know when you
Right.
say that. Foundation is food.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know that?
Oh my
Yes.
God,
Yeah.
she's so bougie. Setting foundation.
Yeah. Oh my God, you are on another level. You'll be talking and she'll be like, what does that mean? I'm like,
Oh my
Shikarada Iwa Iyo ni nini. She started saying that Iyo ni nini here.
Oh
when
my
she came,
days.
she was not talking like Iyo ni nini.
Oh my gosh.
Girl,
Yeah.
shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Don't listen to them at all.
Literally.
What's your take on the people you surround yourself with?
Currently,
Yes.
oh my days, I'm surrounded with the best support system ever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just so grateful for the people I have around. Shout out to my sister. My big sister is like my manager, my everything, bro. Like, she's my biggest fan. And that girl, she can literally turn the world upside down for me. Nah, especially musically. She's been the one who's been holding me down. Like, last year I was really going through it. And especially after I lost my manager, Nini, she stepped in and played a major role in even Pretty Gangster, the making of Pretty Gangster. Pretty Gangster wasn't made overnight. I made this thing for like months, you know. Yeah, and she's just been the one who's been there supporting me, Nini. I come to my best friends. Those are other people. We have Tatiana, shout out to Tati, Priyanka, the Tanzanian you telling me about with the hair and it was free. Priyanka, she's in Tanzania right now. I miss her so bad. But like, those are the people who just hope, the people who just keep me going. And my man.
Period.
Guys,
I know.
me, I'm just so vocal about my man because
I like that about you.
that boy don't play about me.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he starts, but as for now, he's not playing.
Yeah.
But what are the virtues that you pick on in people that surround you? Like trust or love or support or loyalty?
Loyalty and support could be like the biggest, because I'd do anything for the people who are around me right now because of how they usually show up and turn up for me. You were at the show.
I was at the show. She came with the whole gang.
I came with
her
the-
sisters and everybody.
I brought them all, man.
I
Like, those are my
know.
people.
I
Good
know.
people, good energy, and basically loyalty, love, and support.
Right.
Like, I usually ask myself, what did I do to deserve the kind of support I be getting from these people? And at the end of the day, it's just they'd go this hard for me, and I'd equally do the same. If it was them in my place, I'd do the same. And if they needed me right now, I don't know, I'd do the same.
Right.
You know.
And that's what life is all about, honestly, by the end of the day.
And showing up for each other.
Yes.
Even at the
Genuinely,
show, bro, when
yes.
he came,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, man.
I know.
I know
People
but that's
Bella
what
was
the boys, but
screaming.
like, I mean, but not
I know.
Papa.
We were screaming all over.
Right.
It was
Yes,
a good
it was
experience.
so beautiful. I still have the videos, bro. To date,
You have to today.
Today.
You still like it was a really white. It was a
it
beautiful
was a
night.
beautiful. Considering it was my first festival performance,
Yeah.
yo, anxiety was in the roof. It was like
And the
kicking.
way you were so confident. But I don't know what was wrong with you, Kimberly.
And I
I was
had-
like, Kimberly,
What?
what's up? I didn't see you shake nyash. I was like, this
Girl,
is
let me
Kimberly.
tell you what
Kimberly's
was
always
up.
like just
Let me tell you what was up,
badly.
baby. I had a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh,
That wasn't supposed to be the fit I was wearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So my stylist, she forgot the shoes of the fit I was gonna wear.
Oh.
And since the fit without the shoes
Yeah.
couldn't make
I
sense. Hizo
know.
nguo nilikuwa nimevaa, those were just
Was when you talk
Zakuja.
another home, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like on stage looking like a normie.
You are looking like a nerd but with bars.
Yeah, like a perfect. Like you
Literally.
nailed it, like a nerd with bars.
Literally.
So that's why there wasn't a lot of motion going on.
Because Kimberly always has motion.
Motion.
Every
Don't
time you
ever
look at her
play.
videos,
I've
you're
seen
like,
that.
yes.
Yeah. But the crowd gave me motion
Exactly,
though.
yeah. At a certain point, you started like getting loose. I'm
Yeah.
like, Kimaza
Right.
Pingira, Kimberly.
Yeah.
It was so amazing
It was
to
so
see
fun.
that. And even before we came, I was like telling Tilly, I know Kimberly. She's just gonna wear something revealing.
Ooh.
I knew, and then I was
And then Nairobi weather said, wait and
Nairobi
see.
weather said, yo,
You don't know.
you don't know, literally. But let's talk about your creative process.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about from the fact that let's not talk even about from the album.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song literally right now?
Pretty gangster.
Pretty
guys.
Gangster.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk about the creative process of Pretty Gangster. Like from the point where the beat or whatever we actually now play it on radio. Yeah. Take us through that.
Okay. So I have this thing where like I call it a good luck charm.
Yeah.
Producers be sending me beat packs for days.
Yeah.
I'm super jibambe, like
Yeah.
you just go and pick a beat that you
Yeah.
like, you know.
Yeah.
So one of these fine days, a producer called Beat King sent me a beat. No, a beat pack. I listened like Pretty Gangster's beat was the first beat I listened to. The beat is called Rage.
Yeah.
So I listened to Rage and I was like, you know what? I'm not even listening to this beat pack to Shamalizana, like
Exactly. Yeah.
you know. And I wrote to Pretty Gangster and I literally just started with by the way, that's the most challenging song I've ever written. I didn't write at in 60 minutes, the way I usually write a verse. Because I knew that I liked how it sounded and I didn't want to just put anything on it, you know. I wanted to put what I felt was like satisfactory to me, right? And so it took me a while, even 2 weeks pushing to write Pretty Gangster. And at the time I was in school, Nini, so I still was going to class, Nini. So one of these fine days after school, ndo nikarudi tu home on some, you know, the gardeners, Nini, after some za. I just did my hook. I started with the hook. And that's how magic was made. After the hook, the verses they just like with the letter.
Alright. So how long does it take you like now to let's say Mpaka Ushuta the video also? Like how long does it take?
Pretty Gangster video, you should be expecting it in even less than a month.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah.
I don't know if you're high on manifestation. I'm so high on manifestation.
Girl.
Like 100%.
I am. Ask Shmani.
Yeah.
I've just been saying this thing where this year will be made. I even did a song about it. This
Yeah,
year will be
I
my
love
year.
the song.
Yeah.
Listen to it.
And for some reason, I don't even have a management, but doors have just been opening.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's real, guys. Manifestation works.
It works. I definitely do agree.
The power of your tongue, especially your tongue. Other people speaking something on you, I don't know, but you speaking something on yourself, for sure.
And also it happens effortlessly. Some things you don't have to really like work for them, but people don't want to believe that.
Yeah.
They're like they have to put in the work and
You have
struggle
to
and
sweat your
tire.
ass.
Exactly.
No, guys.
Sometimes, but some things it's for you to just receive.
Yeah.
Literally. Talking about that, I was actually inquiring about the manifestation conversation. How do you envision your music journey? How do you envision also your life to be in this music industry?
Okay, so for starters, guys, I don't even mind being an underground rapper. Like, I don't even wanna reach the mainstream like of our industry.
Yes.
I'm not that thirsty for Kenya mainstream because I
That's
feel like
your
the
time.
standard we've set for our music industry as Kenyans, like we should just raise the bar a bit higher.
100%.
Because like, what do you mean we were trying to get BN to 2 million juicy after the Mandamano thing? Like,
I know.
He should have been at 2 million already, guys.
Right?
Kitambo, you know.
Yes.
So like, I feel like I don't mind being an underground artist.
I don't think you're an underground artist. I think you're a great artist.
I feel like I'm an underground king though.
Underground. What do you mean by underground?
I feel like
Expound that.
Underground is this whole entire scene of the Kenyan music industry, like a normal person wouldn't know about. Like, there's a whole set of rappers when some some people, when they get mentioned to, they're like, oh nani, yeah, exactly, because I go underground,
Yeah.
you know, yeah. So I feel like in the underground scene, nazoza.
Yeah. But I still love the fact that, because when you look at even like mainstream, I always, I'm a fan. I play and I play 99% Kenyan, 254. I die for Kenyan
I'm so
music.
on play
exactly. And if you look at my phone, I always say, you not get anybody, you know. I always tell people, you want to play my phone tukichill. Hakuna ngo mutajua hapa ni marafiki zangu na watu mimi najua literally, you know, and maybe like people you've never heard of, because most of the time people tend to listen to mainstream. So underground is like this mainstream is like the ones that people are known for, like BN, Calligraph, whoever, big names that if you hear anywhere you'll be like, yeah. And then there's now the underdog, where they have their tribe yet but not out there as much as this person. Like for example, let me say like who's a mainstream female artist, like Said Dana Cods. I think she's mainstream. Yeah, but before she became mainstream, she was still an underdog. I think the mainstream just came in like a few years ago, if not last year, when she popped. But she still had a name. Na alikuwa na Zoza huku kwa ground. People still knew
she was
her.
an underground queen.
Exactly, you know, and I feel like it starts from you being an underdog. You put in work, but I also feel like the listeners are the ones that, the consumers are the ones that are sleeping on people. Because when you play somebody's there, this is somebody you're supposed to be knowing. So I feel like the consumer, mostly the Kenyan consumers, they consume a lot of bullshit.
They consume a lot of international media. And that's kupatiana pesa mali pengine, while guys, we could, if you think of music as a business, we could be making that money over here.
Exactly.
You know, because people don't take entertainment seriously as a business. You know, and that's why they be running up numbers for the Nigerians, for the South Africans. Do we even have a genre that could take Kenya international?
People are still bargaining on a genre though. It's a problem.
No. So those are just things that the people in these rooms should be thinking about. Because, you know,
we don't have, I feel
it's
like
people who be calling these shots, and they can do it if they want to.
Exactly. I feel like for us, we don't have that support as Kenyans. We always just talk highly. I feel like to support our very own.
Exactly.
We support our very own only when it's international fights. But if it is within us, we don't want to. You'll see people call out Calligraph hapa ndani Kenya. Watu watamtusi hadi kwa inbox, hadi akipost kwa comments watu watambia ujiwe kwenda. He'll come back, he has the confidence like nyi kwendeni wa Kenya. Unajua? Willie Paul, you saw what happened to Willie Paul. People would talk shit about Willie Paul, but when he was actually harassed, Kenyans came out and were like, "Only where to you can." But I feel like when it's within us, we don't like to support our very own. It's like we are fighting and somebody's gatekeeping so much, and it becomes a real problem. But I still believe when you have your tribe, you just have your tribe. Let them sleep on you. If it's there, it's just there. The things that you can't actually even deem. Because if it's somebody's purpose, it will definitely come out at the end of the day.
And also I feel like your spec should be beyond and not within.
I definitely agree.
You should not be like, I just want to be hard in Kenya.
Exactly.
You should not even be thinking about it. Just think beyond and actually collaborating with people who are actually out of here. Literally, it shows how your vision.
Versatile.
Yes, thank you so much. And also in regards to, you guys have been talking about also the listeners, I feel like we have different people who have different ears. They want to hear something different. Not everybody wants to hear Gengeton. Not everybody wants to hear. And we have amazing artists, as we call them, underdogs. I don't like to call them underdogs. I feel like they're just phenomenal artists, honestly. Yes. Because some have different songs or genres, and you're just like, oh my god, this is different. Are they like from here? You know, because when I heard about her, I couldn't stop listening to her. You know, like right away. Because she's just different. Her sound, or I don't know how she actually rhymes the word, or the aura. I don't know. It's just very different.
It's just even not possible to explain things.
It's so different. And also when you go to like the mainstream, it's always like the same sound. It's like too much. I have like different personalities or individuals in the Kenyan industry that I listen to. And know some of them because I'm like, oh my god, she's so different. Literally. Yes, she's like different, literally Kenyan, but her sound is so different.
You know, it's not what is hot right now.
Thank
but
you.
It makes sense.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Also, you see, like I feel like Kenyans, once there's a sound like right now, people are pushing urban tone, or people are pushing this whatever genre, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
That sound.
I
So
know.
everybody wants to tap into
Thank
that.
you.
And then
Yeah.
now when you listen, it's just the same thing. I'm like, in beat in a
The same
partner,
beat,
the
yes.
same sound. It becomes too much. You know, when you listen
And
to something,
isn't it getting tired?
Thank
you get really tired, because that's why I say they are 1 minute rappers. Like they'll come, what
Thank you.
are your type, and then they're dead. Ask me a song of this mainstream. Like hata unilize song yenye ilikuwa inazoza last year, I wouldn't even remember the name unless imewekwa ndio itakuwa hivi. But ask me about maybe somebody who I like and go listen, and I'll be like, oh, there's this bar I remember because I actually like this person and I fucks with how they write their music, how they move. So
Here's the thing.
yeah.
People still remind me of bars I wrote 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Cypher.
Imagine.
It was literally 2 years ago, guys.
I
Like,
know.
if it's good, it's not forgettable.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That is so
definitely do
true.
agree with
But it's for us
that.
to come together and actually redefine this.
Yeah.
Because we can't wait for the industry, because
Exactly.
for them it's always about business and money by the end of the day.
Yeah.
And
You
what's
know.
hot, and just following trends.
Yeah.
It's all becoming tiresome.
I know.
I had a rapper friend of mine who started making genge to what's urban tone. He started making urban tone and it went really well for him. And he was giving me advice on some. Kim, you should also start doing urban tone. I was like, oh, sir,
Really?
it works for you, but that's your cup of
That's
tea.
your cup of tea.
Drink
I don't
it.
even
They
see
drink.
her.
You know.
Sitting
Yeah.
there.
I feel like also if you understand your style and your niche, can
Yeah.
you describe maybe your niche or your style of music?
My style of music is just bad bitchery.
Yeah.
Because when you listen to what I say, basically in Akonga too, just like affirmations, gassing myself.
Yeah.
Because wallahi guys, ain't nobody else finna gas
You got
myself.
to,
I have to do it.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
along gassing myself up, I gas other people.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's people who be telling me, even in person,
Yeah.
ati yo, after nisikize hii wimbo,
Right.
sijui nimeenda nikafanya nini. You
Yeah.
just don't shoot nobody.
Don't
but,
shoot
right?
nobody.
You know.
Exactly.
It's just the drive.
Mm.
It getting yourself up gets you to do things like you wouldn't have normally done. Because you know,
Right.
anxiety,
Yeah.
pogopa,
Yeah.
like mambo kwanga mingi.
That is so
Exactly.
true. I think she mentioned something I wanted to ask a question. From what would you like your listeners to remember you for, or basically what would you like them to get from your music after they listen to it each and every time?
First of all, I'd want them to see our video so that they're like, oh, she's pretty. And then after that, my music mostly is for the girlies, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
some niggas they do be relating, you
Yeah.
know. But I make music for the girlies,
Yeah.
bro. And I just want every girl to feel sexy after they listen to my music, to feel audacious, like yes, babe, you can do it. They said you can't. Go do it.
Go
the
do
fuck,
it, exactly,
you know. Be audacious, be sexy. Like don't let nobody tell you how you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
You know,
Yeah.
you already knew, you had it in mind,
Yeah.
you were gonna do it. So
Do
likewise, someone's son or daughter coming to tell you how, you know, just do it, you know.
Exactly,
And basically, I just want to have that drive.
Yeah.
Like the girl is tujitume. Let's go.
That's
do it.
where it's at.
Literally.
Yeah.
I like the fact that you are definitely. We've been talking about girlies girls for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks right now,
Yeah.
and we're just talking about what we learned, like what girlies girl is supposed to mean, and what girlies girls like literally means right now is kind of different because we were like, okay, girlies girlies support each other, you uplift each other, you know, there's no jealousy, there's no nothing. You're just like, I'm happy because the girl is doing this, and I'm gonna support my girl even if I know and I don't know. And then there's now this girlies girl of fake girlies girl, you know. Like I'm a girlies girl just when I'm with you, but when you walk outside the room, I'm somebody else. And then you'd be like on social media, I'm a girl's girl. I'm like, I said I'm not a girl's girl. Me, I'm a real ass bitch girl. Like
Thank you, babe.
literally. And that was my words. Like I'm a real. If you're real, I'm real. the energy you bring, I bring, you know. But I will ride for like real ass bitches. I don't like fake shit. Like even if you're bad, let's just bring the badness. Who told you I don't have the bad side of me? Maybe we might be like demons together. Unajua?
You know,
or maybe I might just like, and then you know, like being
my partner in crime,
exactly.
bro.
And of course also being like maybe some trait of it, you know, see it's perspective. Maybe to me I like that. I'll be like, etiana kwanga nini, etiana kwanga bully. I like that.
Someone recently called me a bully, and it was really crazy, considering it was someone who, like, I had their back during the darkest days. And one day, bitch, I'm gonna expose you on radio and TV. But anyways, my opinion on girl is girl. I don't think there is a format to be a girl's girl. Like, you have your own version of girl's girl.
Exactly.
She has her own version of girl's girl. I have my own version of girl's girl. And at the end of the day, most girls be yelling on the internet when they're girls.
Yeah, that's
now I join person.
Exactly.
Now I join person. You know, exactly. You know,
on social media.
it's just when it comes to typing and posting, people are usually real as fuck. When it comes to typing, meet them in person. They meet them in person.
Exactly.
You know, and especially with the whole girl thing, it's been imechoka. It's been overused. It's been everyone is now a girl's girl.
Which is like, I should be careful.
I know.
You should.
Like,
You should.
I'm a girl. Are you really?
You should be careful because there's not. If you are as real as you say, I'll see it. You don't have to say.
Exactly.
You know.
Literally.
And you'll definitely connect.
Exactly. And
effortlessly.
Sometimes you don't even. I'm like, if our energy matches, it will just match. We don't have to like do the most. But those that are forceful, I'm like, I just make you come down. Girl, I don't know you like that.
Like
unajua,
that. Like
we are
chill.
vibes. But if the energy is like that, itakuwa tu. Unajua. So this girls thing, it's been overused lately.
But do you know the crazy bit about my friendship life is? I've had the realer friends who I've been friends with for like recently. I've met them recently who've been realer to me than people I've known for years, for decades even. You know, which is why I'm really just saying this whole girl thing. Maybe inaenda tu na mtu.
Exactly.
Some people are girls. Some people say they're girls.
But exactly, say they're girls. We have Sido in the building. As my God, Mava, Moto, Sana,
Big Sid,
Big Sid, Drop Star. What's up? We also have Titiana and Asema Heavy Bad Bitchery. Literally.
That's my girl.
Over there.
But don't ever play.
Amazing. But I want us to listen to Hush Hush and then we come back with more conversations. If you are in the studio listening to us right now, this is the only time I'm giving you a platform to actually ask Kimberly those questions you want to ask.
Yeah, bring them in.
Please, this is the only chance. So bring them in. Definitely keep it locked. We're still listening onto the Pretty Gangster album, and this is Hush Hush. I love the artwork you did on this. Like literally.
Can you imagine I edited it myself?
For real?
Wallahi.
Wow. I like the fact that women are doing stuff, because I was also with Julia. She released a song a few months ago, Medusa. And she was like, Shimani nilikuwa ushago, nimeshauliza watu wanifanyie vitu, watu wananipeleka hivi, nilikuwa ushago na phone. Niliedit and this is the song that you do the most. I'm like, you don't have to wait for people.
Everything's on YouTube.
Exactly.
Relearn.
Yeah, definitely. And the next project I'm doing, it's girls, from producer to videographer to girls. That's why I gave this cover art to a nigga. Okay, shout out to him for taking fire pictures. The one who took the pictures, he was supposed to edit them, right? The pictures were fire. But why every time I send back the pictures on some correct this, they come back with a different perspective.
And then ukiwauliza wanakwanga like, I know what I want. Don't tell me my shit.
Their vision. I'm like, that's not the vision.
I just got tired and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna find someone else to do it, and I was with someone else.
Literally, and it was fire.
Thanks, babe.
A nice name, like fire. Yes.
Thank you.
nigga the flow. Like a rubber snow. I drop a ball, I'm so witty. I get the ball that I go with it. I get the ball that I go with it. What's high, level 8. Hush, hush, let us get. Let us get. Look at my drip, drip. My chin is like 50, but it look like my 50. I get it complete, yeah. But my next, yeah. Forget you leak, yeah. Forget you leak, yeah. The bus, hush, let us get. Let us drip. My chin is like 50.
Before announcing the EP?
Because my fans were angry, bro. I needed something to calm them down.
Yeah, I get it.
All day, every day. Got it. The theme is what to blow to. The theme is what to time. The telling me what I'm choosing. What is going to blow my mind. The telling me to the pesa. January by December. The telling me to kusema. Let's go to plot twist. Let's go to time. Let's tell me what I'm choosing. What is going to blow my mind. The telling me to the pesa. January by December. The telling me to kusema. Dizeni milianza na pupa. Dizeni mifundo kaducha. Dizeni na bloka bazuka. Dizeni kashika kuruka. Dizeni mindo kushuta pole kau kijua mtaluka. Dizeni jaribu kuzusha ole wako paparusha. The game, they be part of do it again. If you are up, then you gonna come to my place. Checking my lane, wanna jaribu to get on my lane. But I'm the bomb, so they cannot get on my way. Dizeni kuwadisia, ikibidi nazuza busia. Kani nyarusi wezi kuzia. Kani safi ni peni gunia. Mani ni pome pia. Simithi kwa form na ingia. Better than all my peers. Had to wipe all my tears. This team is what to time. It's telling me what I'm choosing. On the point of losing my mind. It's telling me kuja kupesa. January mpaka December. It's telling me na kusema. It's telling jaribu tena. It's telling me what to time. It's telling me what I'm choosing. On the point of losing my mind. It's telling me kuja kupesa. January mpaka December. It's telling me na kusema. It's telling jaribu tena.
By Kimberly Marley in the building, aka God Malva.
What's up? What's up? Pretty gangster on the block.
Period.
On your block.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, baby. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm energetic. I'm just listening to some pretty gangster music.
Right.
Literally. And
so
I love me
the
some
vibes are
gangster
so magical
music.
in here.
Yeah. I love me some gangster music. I think also he listens to a lot of drill, like literally. So most of the time she actually says it makes her feel like, you know.
I love this thing for people calling me a driller, by the way.
I don't know.
Just because I did one verse for drillers.
But I feel like also like your style sometimes in Akujangana. Not I can't say it's real, but it has like in it.
Okay, I get that.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is what people might be associating with, like, you know, drill.
Yeah. In real life though, the interactions I've had with like drillers versus rappers, drillers are more respectful. Drillers are more cuter, not like looks wise, like they just know how to talk to a lady.
Exactly,
Rappers wanataka rappers wanaona ndo celeb. When
Literally.
umfangali yeye.
Exactly. I am your diva. I'm like,
the
can you
diva.
come here?
Okay, how big is your
Literally. I always also I feel like I've been interacting with a lot of drillers.
Yeah.
However much they look like gangster or they be
they could
beyond
scare you a
that.
bit.
Yeah, they could, but most times me I feel
the
like a
hats
girl
though,
in between them.
exactly.
I'm always like so protected. I'm
I
just
feel
like
so fragile amongst drillers.
you know, I think because I'm personally I always say maybe because I'm too gangster, I need people who are like gonna match that up.
That gangster,
Exactly, and just make me feel like, kumbe mnaweza niambia ni nyamaze, unajua.
Put me in my place.
You feel like really safe.
Yeah.
For me, that is what I feel, and I feel like they are ride or dies. Like literally, they'll do anything. Nasikia nani wapi twende.
uko.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and it's not a problem. So for me, I feel like I fuck with them so much. Yeah, I feel
Also
like
fuck
really.
with drillers. Heavy. Rappers, I don't know. Rappers be wanting you to give them free features and still fun girl over there.
Exactly, and
Even
they
fun
still want to
girl.
have fun.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell is wrong? What the hell is wrong?
Yeah.
Like
Girl,
inakwanga crazy.
Tell me about how many people have stopped talking to after I said I couldn't do the free feature.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what any must?
and then kwani it has stopped my shit from coming out. Like there's not, and then the fact that umeniona tukanieke verse, me I'm always like even heavy. Like if you're my homie, because I've had also homies who are like mainstream wamenitokea. I'm like, okay, if you're my homie and just take care of me. That's the least I would actually ask. I don't want to be in a space where, cater for my transport, cater for everything I need.
Yes.
You know, and they'll just pop.
Like,
if you're
my homie,
exactly.
I'm gonna do the feature for you, right? I won't even charge you.
Yeah.
But don't make it my problem how I'll get to studio.
Exactly, I'll get to studio, I'll come back, what I'll eat,
I'll starve at studio.
and then nitakunywa nini, like
unajua mambo yetu
I
wasanii.
know. It's always just so hard. That's why I feel like if it's for my homies, the least I can do. Even me, if I'm as a manager, if I'm doing like music with people, ensure they are safe. They are this place. How they're gonna get home, what they're gonna eat, what they're gonna drink.
Yeah.
One time I don't want to be in your studio na kwa mbona tunaangalia sitaweka verse na kama niko njaa.
Exactly.
Like sauti yangu isitoka.
Na buzz pia tunapatia the most basic buzz. ABCD.
Literally, unajua, so I feel like artists should actually learn to take care of each other. Hii ustar, kuna wengine tu wako na ustar. Most rappers wako na ustar.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Rappers wako na ustar na pia mini star.
I know. Watashi wa star.
Watashi wa star. So like, what's up, baby?
They always have this ustar. I'm just calm down. We're all rappers, man. Bado tuko block wote. Mbona tuko na kiburi?
I acknowledge like this year the song about this year is my year. I acknowledge that this year if you've been that person working behind the scenes, putting in the work, literally it's that year for you.
Exactly.
And you feel it.
Yes, guys.
You literally feel it, but you don't know how it's gonna happen, but you know it's gonna
happen.
And you know, like even just dropping by itself was a risk, cause girl, you know, I haven't dropped in a minute. Apart from like I teased this year, early this year.
Yeah.
But prior to that, I hadn't dropped in a
exactly.
minute,
Yeah.
and my fairies were on my ass, man. Kila siku una drop nini wewe, una drop nini wewe, una drop nini wewe, and they be like bullies. I love them. That they be bullying me.
Inbox.
You know, so I was like, okay, let me just give them this one where you are to listen to kidogo before I just finish with the big daddy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but it was a really good song. Did really, really well. I feel like everybody was just so excited to see you after a long. I think it was was it like 2 years or a year?
It was also a very vulnerable song.
Yeah.
Like most of the time I just be rapping the bad bitchery.
Yeah.
And then I popped out with like a vulnerable song.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, it's vulnerable, but it's still you know, got mother with it.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was also experimenting my ability lyrically, and I wasn't disappointed.
Yeah. I feel like in Pretty Gangster there's a lot different sounds I listen to, and I like the fact that you challenge yourself to do even the old school one with Donny last beat. That's like an old school beat.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I was even telling my friends the other day, I'm looking for sound, I want to release a freestyle. I'm like, look for an old school beat. If you wanna be a rapper, you wanna tell me you got the
You wanna
buzz. Prove to
especially
me.
freestyling and
Exactly.
old school beats will
Exactly.
give you
Prove
so
to
much
me you're a
justice.
rapper by getting into a note. Because a lot of people don't know how to do old school beats. When you know,
Yeah.
say, it's too slow. When say, it's too
Oh.
fast. I'm like, that's where hip hop started from, like
Yeah.
old school. That's
Yeah.
what Tupac was rapping to. That's what everybody was
Now,
rapping
plus,
to.
if you're not maturing with the old school music, what are you
What?
really doing?
Literally.
Tunakuwa wakubwa, guys.
Exactly.
Wimbo za makelele pia.
You
Exactly.
need to calm down.
We need to chill out.
Yeah. You mentioned that you're in school.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
am.
studying?
I'm studying mass communication.
Alrighty.
I'm a Daystar girly.
Hey,
Yeah.
alrighty. Is this something you're passionate about?
I like it.
Okay.
Passionate wouldn't like I don't die to do it, right? But
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. How do you maneuver all that?
Girl.
And I know she works at night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god, don't
As you
understand.
can, I was literally working on night jana.
Yeah.
Like literally Jalala.
Jalala.
But I can go 3 days pushing without sleeping.
Okay.
I'm that kind of girl.
Yeah.
But like, hey, it can only be too much. Hey, it could get to you sometimes.
Yeah.
And especially with balancing school and work.
Yeah.
And sasa my career, which sasa inataka kuwa main character.
Yeah.
My career wants to be the main character and I still
Yeah.
have school and work.
Yeah. I always naonyaga huruma. I'm like,
I
thank
know.
God nilimaliza. Cause I also have my artist kwa shule. Niko like, hii wiki
Kwa
umeenda
shule
shule
bado.
mara mbili.
know.
like utapita siku gani?
Yeah.
And it's like 7 years. I'm like, utaimaliza.
7 years jamani.
Crazy.
Crazy. Kwani nafanya medicine hiyo?
No, I'm like, utaimaliza siku gani? You are in school 2 days or even a day in a week.
Right.
Most times they're in the studio. I'm like, how do you
Yes.
maneuver? Ako like, atatoka shule saa 6 akimbia studio. Ulikuwa
Na chat GPT.
Literally.
GPT
Yeah.
mtu wangu.
Yeah, because I don't like school.
Okay.
I didn't like school. I went to school after 2 years to do like this paper. The other time I was there,
Yes.
and I was like, this is what I thought, and I hope they never see this. I hadn't studied, so my mom is always giving me pressure. Did you check the papers? I'm like, Mom, calm down. And naweza soma hadi kwa gari nikienda kufanya mtihani. She's like, no,
You're
no,
just
no.
like me.
Yeah, she's like, no, go. I'm like, to calm her down, I was like, yeah, nimepata the paper. I'm just gonna study. Nimesha soma. Trust me, I didn't study for shit.
Yeah.
Nilingia hiyo shule, nikafika. The exam was supposed to be like at 3. Nilingia 11. I studied for 3 hours. Getting into that page, the lecturer akaniacha kanambia, you're alone because when you're peke yako, you just do your exams here. I'll come and pick the paper. I was like, you'll come and pick the paper.
Hey.
Just GPT.
Aniga.
I was
Thank you.
I was just and
Thank
then
you so much for being dumb.
Nikimaliza, I was like, Shmani, all Davids never die.
Right.
You never love school.
But
This is
we
years
fake it
later.
till we make
You
it,
still
man.
don't like school because it
Right.
doesn't push you as much. Because I'm
I
like,
agree.
what the hell is it gonna help me with? It's been years. What have I seen?
Like,
everything I've created has been
I
myself.
just feel like I don't know. We've been conditioned, especially
Yeah.
by the society,
Yeah.
to feel like okay, yeah, people stay in school, right? But
Yes,
we've been
yes.
conditioned to like you have to go to school.
Exactly.
You have to have this
have
degree.
this life.
You have to have
Yeah.
these papers, you know.
Yeah.
And there's people out here making millions. Like at the end of what I usually say, I wish when I was smaller, I was told like the end goal is making money.
Money, exactly.
I wasn't taught like that growing
Yeah.
up.
You
We
don't
were
get
being
a
taught
job.
like
Yeah.
but mimi niliambiwa tu nikimaliza form 4 nitafanya kenye nataka. Lies. Major lies.
Major lies.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I just feel like if our parents put that mentality of you have to make money in people when you're younger,
Yeah.
you grow up knowing, hiya, when I finish school, I need to start making money.
Exactly.
Yeah, because me personally, napigwa na culture shock ingine hapo wazimu. Especially, I moved out like an year after I finished high school.
Yeah.
And it's been crazy because now you're the one doing your bills and everything, and you're
Yeah.
like, alafu it's Kasongo's economy, so it's like
It's crazy.
crazy.
I
My turn
know.
to be an adult.
I know.
My turn to be an
It's
adult.
a scam.
Yeah.
It's really
It was
a big
crazy.
scam. I know.
Like guys, 2027, can we vote wisely?
I know.
Yeah.
Can we just make a change? Because trust me,
This
a
is
lot
our
is
time.
really going on,
Yeah,
and it's
and-
really, really crazy. Let's talk about you moving out. Was it like you talked about? I just remember that at a younger age, of course, after high school, you're like 19, 20.
20.
Yeah, 20. So let's talk about that and you know the reality behind it, because even after university you're told you'll get a job, and then you come from university, you hustle 4 years, 5 years, nothing. You know, you start paying for it. Some people get support from their folks. It's crazy because personally I'm not familiar with that.
I'm also not one of them.
I'm not familiar because I even you, I don't think you're familiar with that. We've had this conversation. Why I'm like, unapigia mzazi wako simu akutumie pesa na uko job, like and they're very comfortable, like their parents are still supporting them. Wengine ndio wanalipa rent, unajua. But me, it doesn't come from a perspective of mtakatazo. I just don't know how to do that. I don't do that literally. Like I just feel like exactly. But it's just
like since I moved out, like ndo niombe pesa wallahi ni kupabaya, bro. Like I don't just be asking for handouts unless I need.
You need,
like,
exactly.
You know, if it's a fix I can get myself out of, I'm definitely getting myself out of that place.
How has it been for you, like all that, like a younger woman, and I know a lot of people get shocked, like
yeah man, and I live rent. What about it?
You
know, it's crazy, but it was the best thing I ever did because of just getting out of your parents' wings. Mimi nilikuwa mtu curfew kwa nyumba by 8 na wasanii wanataka niko studio 10. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, you know. And basically my career just became better after I moved out, because now I could go to.
How did they feel when you were telling them I'm moving out at that age?
Nah guys, mini wale tulifukuzwa home guys.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're big, go. You know, not like that kufukuzwa in a bad way, but it's just like, you know. My mom just wanted us to have a scope of, you know, life outside home. And I feel like that was the best thing she's ever done for me, really, because I didn't know shit. I didn't know shit. And basically to the fact that you have a roof on your head every day, you get comfortable. Even musically I wasn't writing as much as I write right now. So even in the space I didn't have like mamangu si wale watu utakaa kwa room, toka kwa hiyo room, unakaa kwa room, umejifungia kwa room, just come and interact with people.
Get something. I don't know why they're
so like
that.
even that privacy-ish, and especially you guys, you hear the lyrics I'm spitting. Those are not the kind of bars you'd write like your parents and grandmas.
I know. How do you your life experience? Exactly.
And to get to that full potential, I had to like have that space of mind. And so I could say, shout out to moving out, because we're here right now, and I'm still alone. Like I still live alone.
Amazing.
So,
when did you move out?
Oh my gosh. I can say not even moving. I think I started actually traveling after high school. I'm just like, I think there has to be something better out there.
Akona, spirit of adventure.
Literally,
I used to go back like a year, 6 months, come back home. I'm like, okay, then move again. At the time I'm moving, maybe from different countries or different places in the country also. I'm getting a job in those places. And I'm like, I have a friend who actually lives there, they can host me for some time. It's just like, I'm like, life is an adventure, honey. It is. And my family even gave me like a nickname because I used to always move around with bags, suitcases, back and forth and stuff. I'm trying to find myself, guys.
Oh my god. Personally, I think Mimi, I moved out. Let me say basically even after Form 4. Like in campus. Let me just campus like I moved out because I couldn't now. I'm like, no way. But now after campus, my mom is the type of parents who don't want to let people go. She's like, come back home after school. Come back home, get a job from here, then move out. I was like, me, come back home to be what? Like to be your maid.
To come back to go.
I know.
Me kwanza the Kikuyu in me would never. Your pesa, I just save that money.
I know, right? And she cut me off. She was like, I'm not gonna pay your rent. This is how she let me go. She's like, if you decide not to come back home, I'm not paying your rent anymore. Because I was being alikuwa nalipa rent yangu nikiwa shule, which is mandatory. I was like, and even for me to move out from school was hard because I used to live in school at the school hostels. So one time I just lied and I was like, I'm just tired of this school because we live like 4 people in a room.
Yeah.
Unajua venye campus hostels are like, I'm just so tired. I was like, so us, because I'm in parallel, ma'am, we can't be staying in school anymore. And I was like, she has nobody to call in that school.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh my god, sorry, I'm just gonna get a small house. So that's how I got like a small house. And you know, it's not in Nairobi, so the houses are like cheap, because I used to study at Egerton, Nakuru. So the houses are like really cheap. Like a studio apartment would go for like 3,500. Yeah, so, and it's like has shower and everything.
Like,
I would be like, if you live in a house that is like 5,000, like those are good apartments for real. Like even niggas who used to live there, people would be like, women would just be going crazy, like,
Really?
like, like, you guys should come to Nairobi, because trust me, hata nyumba 5,000 utapata Nairobi, you know, and crazy like that. So it used to be like really cheap. So I stayed there for some time. After school, she was like, come back. I'm like, I'm not coming back home. Nah, you gotta come back home. So I'm cutting you off. I'm not paying anything. I'm not sending you money. Survive. And I was like, okay, we'll find a way. So I definitely moved from Nakuru, and I was like, no, I gotta come to Nairobi, because Nakuru also, the music industry in Nakuru is small.
Yeah.
It's really small, and I feel like a lot of people would if you want to create that career for yourself, you move to the city, because in the cities where now you network, you do everything, you find it easier. Even getting studios in Nakuru, ni few, and then you know I was not in Nakuru town. I was in Joromen campus, so in Shago. It's really hard even to get. Exactly. So it's even hard. We had to travel all the way to Gilgil. The first time I met Silverstone at Gilgil Studios, and she was also like moving also to those studios. I'm like, what the hell is happening? It was like super crazy, and the industry in Najuana, like it's so small. Like,
big, but
sometimes
yeah.
but the good thing, if you have a mindset like this one for the city, you can make money.
Yeah.
Because that's how many celebrities. Anything that happens, anything that happens, everybody will be like, you're always on stage, you know, and you're always making money, because you're not as big. But if you come to Nairobi, like, you know, nobody knows you.
Nairobi ni shamba la mawe, man.
Literally. Yeah, and I feel like the industry. What do you think? Let me just ask you as a rapper. What do you think is the future for Kenyan? Let's start with Kenyan hip hop, because you're a rapper. And then let's go to the Kenyan industry. What do you think is our future? Do you think is there yet, or still got a lot to do? Or how do you envision it?
Let's just go. Let's be.
Yeah.
We have so much to do, from the listeners, like from the artists to the teams, the people who be organizing these things. Like, there's so many socks that needs to be pulled up, and basically I feel like our industry right now is hanging on a thread. So I don't think even the mainstream artists will know the money they make mostly be from music. The money they be making be from like brand deals.
Exactly.
Like, for example, let me use someone like Papa John's, because I like Papa John's, right? The deals he be getting from like Monster, you know. Like, why can't we just pay Papa 2M to perform?
Exactly.
Bona Monster ndo anampatia hiyo pesa, you know.
Exactly. I'm a Jameson or Hennessy. Crazy.
Yeah. So just be like, we need to appreciate art, like music as an art first. And also pia, I don't know, I feel like kwa Kenya pia wanakuanganisha, kuna kitu wanapenda. Because if you say, like, some genres of songs do really well in this country. Watu wanapenda mabongo hizo wimbo za kina watu kama Otilezi. People like that shit, you know, and you know, that's your cup of tea, sip it, you know. I'm just saying, I feel like this country is already niched. Like, the listeners already come liking a certain genre, you know. And I don't think that's something anyone can really change. And so
but I think if you make it like,
takes me to my parting shot, which is, I don't think I have like a vision for the industry as a whole. But the underground rap scene, though, that's where the money is at. Like I'm telling you, that's where the money is at. Because me, I don't even mostly be listening to other genres like that. I basically listen to rap. Nasikizanga tu rap.
Exactly.
You know? And I know someone else who's like me, mwenye nasikizanga tu rap.
Exactly.
You know? and that's why hapo ndo tunapatana as underground artists, you know. And I feel like if we do that thing for like coming together,
collaboration,
as underground rappers, we don't even need to be mainstream like that, you know. We could have our shows for underground artists,
exactly,
you
and
know.
people will fuck with that.
Like fuck it, we're ball, like
I definitely do agree with that, because even when you look at before mainstream artists, most of these female rappers, they started with underdog. They were like doing freestyles on the streets before music now became, before Kenyan industry. Like look at music, like I have friends who are like 40 rappers. They were very famous. I used in Mabudesco. So I asked them like, how was the scene for you back then? They're like, you know, uko tu na hiyo fare ya kufika tao, there's a place you go, ukishafika hapo na rap like it's competition back to back. And
like
then
in person.
In person. And then after rapping like that, the winner is given like 5,000 shillings unarudi na home kama ulikuja na gang yako. And that's how I used to sell and stuff like that. So like that was an underdog scene, and I believe
bring that
that can definitely really happen, because I always just don't say it, if you have to make money for it to become a mainstream.
Like,
you already have your tribe. Uko na watu 500
trying to see
wanakusikiza.
who can really rap in person, you know. Record, it's on record.
Exactly.
I know rappers who literally they rap like this, wana record bar moja, anatulia kwanza na hema anarudi kwa booth, ana record bar ingine. Let's see if you can talk your shit in person, you know.
Exactly.
Bring that back.
Yeah, and I think I'm starting a show like that. It's called the Freestyle Session. It was coming back in June.
I should be featured.
Definitely, you're coming up, and I'm gonna be bringing like 2 rappers, head to head.
It's gonna be like a rap battle.
Yeah, like a rap battle. And I was planning to send the beats, but somebody is telling me, other having like thoughts. Kuna nyanajifanyanga ni freestyle rappers na wao. Usiwatumie beat. Acha wakuje. Wapatane, play the beat. Let's vibe. Let's see who is the baddest. Yes, I choose the beat. I was planning to send them the beat. Like I choose like 3 beats and send like a beat like Brian. And no, like you're gonna rap 3 beats.
Oh.
Yeah, 3 beats.
Hard times.
On my turn. So it's like you and then you. Then we talk, and then another, and then now the crowd decides like who is, you know, who like literally, you know. And somebody's like, ukiwatumia beat, kuna wanajifanyanga wanajua kuandika sijui nini, acha wakuje waifanyie hapo. And that is what makes, because I like the challenge. That is what makes you. And I don't have a problem
like a rapper at the end of the day.
Because if you ever been to freestyle sessions, I was say head to head, wanakwambia wanatusiana, si unajifanyanga ni mahadi kwa bars, mbona what is happening? Exactly, you know. So I feel like it will be really amazing. Plus, what I was saying, Kim, you don't have to actually be mainstream to make money. You have 500 people who die for you, right? Why don't you invite 500 people for your events? Why don't you have your personal events? There's 200 people come and sell your tickets at 500 bob. Sell your tickets at 300 bob. And get your
money.
Like
50 likes on social media is few, but like a group of 50 people paying like 500 kilam.
Exactly, that's money.
That's business.
Exactly, and you can't if you after the let's say you have viewers, you always put music. Inafanga hata 1,000. You want to tell me you can't get 50 people from 1,000? Just 50 loyal fans. They will come. Like right now, if you're having like your listening, I've seen people actually even making money with their listening party. I'm gonna charge for you to come to my listening party. Just buy a ticket. And if it's your ride or die, they will buy the ticket.
If it's your fan, they will buy.
A ticket, you know, literally.
And I do the same. I do the same for people I actually fuck with. Like I could pay money to go see my friends perform, because you know, like they put their blood, sweat and tears and money into this. So like give them back the money at least, you know, because it's a business.
Because also studio time is expensive. People don't know music is investment. Like music is a big investment. And you just thank God because you have a team. Do you have a team right now, Kim?
I am the team. You're talking to the team.
Full team.
But I do not have like an official team on paper, but there's people I be rolling with. They could go as my team. That's my sister, my best friend. She's the one who styles my outfit. I think you met her at the show. Her name is Hope. With the blue fro. Blue, white, she's crazy. Let her style. I was like, this takes a very confident person. She's my stylist, and she will be making the garments from scratch. Like, yours is Shona. So she's my stylist designer. My sister is my manager right
Yeah.
now, and my man is
Yeah.
basically like the creative directive producer.
Yeah.
Like anything hands-on guys me when it comes to like tech stuff.
Yeah.
Like I edited the cover art myself,
Yeah.
but I was sweating, I
Yeah.
was sweating. But he helped me. He helped me.
Yeah.
So is what I'm saying. Like my man, if it's kapo kwa vitu za mkono,
Yeah.
he'll be doing them.
You'd be doing
Yeah.
them. It's really amazing because sometimes you can't do work alone.
Yeah.
You can't be everywhere alone.
Like let me just tell you, uploading the EP to the other platforms is easy because DistroKid maybe
Yeah.
you submit to on Distro,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Who is YouTube, man?
I
Who is
know.
YouTube? I've uploaded wamenipeleka sijui kwa shorts. I had to upload Pretty Gangster like thrice.
Right. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you've been uploading like after 1 hour.
Yes.
After some time.
Yes. It couldn't just go like all of it. I don't know why.
Mm.
But I think it's just because I don't know tech stuff. But
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
struggled, but I did it.
But
yo.
you did it. At the end of the day, lazima ifanyike. And I like that because
Na ilifanyika, nobody can stop praying.
literally sometimes people say, okay, it's beautiful to have a team, makes things easier.
Yeah.
Because as an artist, I just believe all you have to do is go to the studio and make good music.
Yeah.
Let the management worry about what you're gonna wear, who's gonna pop, where you're gonna
Yes.
perform, where you're gonna be, and that is what
Yes.
makes you an artist. But at the start, it comes like really hard.
Inakwanga all glitz and glam, but I feel like when you're independent, like that time I had a management, I wasn't interacting with like these people directly. Meaning either if it's like a proposal, you're doing this feature with this one and this one, if I either approve or like vitu zilikuwa tu zinaletwa. But right now that I'm the one doing these things, like niko kwa ground, I actually talk to these people. I'm talking to marketers, I'm talking to organizers, I'm talking to producers.
You're learning a
and
lot
I'm actually
also.
meeting these people in real time, and I feel like that's a bit more concrete for me because networks in the music industry, you need to be connected to make a couple of steps in this industry. So
I know. Plus it's easy. I feel like if you're on the ground yourself, you definitely know who to call. If you need this, you'll be like, I have met somebody and we've created a relationship.
Yes.
Nataka Ishmani. Oh, I'll drop this. I want you to play this. I know somebody who can make this. I know somebody who can shoot. It's really, and people don't take advantage of you as much, because also your management make things easier, but I feel like they're also greedy in a way.
Yeah.
They're also greedy in a way because for them it's business.
I feel like management, I don't know about other people's management, but management for me, they feel like they see the star in you, right?
Yeah.
And they forget that you're literally just beginning your career.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna bring that, like I could be bringing you the numbers, right? But I'm not gonna bring you back the money immediately.
Exactly.
People say like your star quality and they want the money immediately.
Right now.
Without putting in the work.
Exactly. Yeah, so that becomes like really, really crazy. But before we come to the end of our show, what's next for Kim?
What's next for him? Really, I feel like I've been anticipating to drop Pretty Gangster for a minute, such that I'm even, like right now I'm overexcited that it's out, right?
Yeah.
So I hadn't even thought of what next.
Yeah.
But, girl, after dropping such an EP, honestly, I do not. My sister was calling me in the morning to tell me about hey, I'm on a Spotify, the numbers are doing great, and I was like, oh, thank you. But I really do not even care about the numbers so much like that. I care about people who listen to my music and they get the lyrics and they come to my show and spit the lyrics with me, because after I performed, as I mentioned at the festival, it was my first festival ever. I've just been performing in clubs, juu ya meza, the life of the just been grinding. It was my first official set. After post unajua tu definitely bei ilipanda.
Bei imepanda, of course.
Sasa nakosana na watu left, right and center and on some bay. Some nigga had the audacity to tell me ati siujibu text. The fuck?
I know.
What
they don't,
do
I have to
text you
on
back?
Instagram.
Okay.
It's the audacity.
Do I have to text you back? But I'm very excited for what my future has to hold. Also, Pretty Gangster wasn't that easy. like it's a couple of people who are also supposed to be on the features.
Yeah.
Basically, two rappers usumbua.
Yeah. Rappers usumbua.
So you just know anyone who wasn't on the project and was supposed to be on the project, alisumbua, you know.
Yeah.
And it's that big girl age. We can't be hatuwezi kuwa tunasumbuana juu ya wimbo, right? So I just feel like I don't know how I wanna interact with these people afterwards. Yeah. Like I just know the industry we're in is very complicated.
Yeah.
And I'm just hoping I keep my authenticity. Like stuck it to anything ifanye me change. You know, like ikwe pesa ikwe nini. I just wanna keep my little girl in me alive. You know.
Amazing. You know, Sean, maybe the last question for our guest.
I just want to say, like, I love your energy. I love your premium confidence, and your journey is very, very inspiring. Looking forward to what lies ahead, because I know it's basically magical, phenomenal stuff. As it should
I
be.
guess we'll never know, but we're just looking for it.
Exactly.
The best is always ahead of us.
Yes,
so such a pleasure to have met you.
Thanks you guys for having me. I had such a good time. You may check out guys.
I know. I know, it's always a good time, literally.
I had such a good time.
Karibu sana. I wanted to ask you just two more last questions. The one that comes last is who do you want to work with next? Like, I know you just released an EP, so there's a lot of plans. There's marketing, there's everything. There's a bunch of stuff waiting. You know how it goes, you know.
I know.
And exactly. But who is the next person you'd wish to work with and why? And then also give us like your pages where they can get your music.
Sure. So on my next project, which is gonna be Pretty Gangster Reloaded, I do wanna feature my bad bitch friends. One of them is called LG.
I know a Joy.
Yes,
she's badass. I
she's
followed her from
very badass rapper.
I heard
and
her.
I feel like I even slept on not putting her on Pretty Gangster
I
one.
thought she was
you
gonna
know,
be there though.
Nililalisha, but we're gonna fix that on Pretty Gangster Reloaded. And there is another badass bitch called Nerima.
Okay.
Those two, they're phenomenal. I've been on a track with Nerima before. Nerima's stage name is Apoda Spark.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just the package. They're just the package.
Amazing.
And I feel like the aesthetic musically would make like we just be intertwining. They have this what's the name? Punk. Like they're rockstars. They're rockstars. Ukiangalia tu hivi. Watashiwa rockstar.
I know, and they look like stars. I'm like, you can tell them when you before meeting them, if you go to their pages.
There's no like second guessing. She's a star. No. And I'm sorry, it's a they're a star. And basically, if I got those two bad bitches, real ass niggas on Pretty Gangster Reloaded, would be great. Also, Big Yasa would be great.
Mbona hujafanya na Big Yasa kazi?
Mbona sijafanya na Big Yasa? Labda
I should ask. Because you guys on the Stepper Cypher?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, me and him were supposed to work on something, but I don't. I feel like it's the timing. It hasn't aligned yet. Yeah, because last we talked, he was working on a project, and I was also writing for Pretty Gangster. So by the way, this time I was writing for Pretty Gangster. I wasn't compromising shit. Like people are calling me and I'm like, nah, I'm working because I've been giving people features for years and I'm lagging, so let me do something for myself first, before I come through for other people.
Amazing. I like the fact you'll definitely get them. They're your people, so most definitely. And they also, of course, I've also seen they're appreciating your music, always supporting.
Kwanza in person, it was Maza.
Shout out to them. But where can people get your music and your parting shot to your fans?
Okay, my music, guys, you can get it on all digital streaming platforms. I'm talking Spotify, I'm talking Apple Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, Kila Mahali, Kimberly Marley. And the socials, Otongo Instagram, kimberlymali.af. The AF is as fuck. Or wazazi wakiuliza unasema Africa.
Literally. Literally.
TikTok, it's Kimberly Marley. Where else?
YouTube, everywhere.
YouTube, Kimberly Marley. Kimberly Marley all across all the platforms, you know.
Yeah.
My fans, oh my god, you guys. Nini. First of all, thank you so much for, like, it could be a bunch full of like 50 people, but I appreciate, like, I just love them, bro. Like, it could be crazy having. Have you ever had strangers on the internet pushing you to do what you usually do best?
Exactly.
I just never take that shit for granted, and I like talking to you guys, and I hope that you keep talking to me. You know, just keep it real with me always. You know, and I'm always gonna keep it real with you. You know. Yeah. New music coming soon. Run Up Pretty Gangster. Tell me your favorite track. Like, I'm trying to know, like, what's up. So just Run Up Pretty Gangster first. But Pretty Gangster Reloaded is on its way. So yeah, and a video is also on its way. So stay tuned.
Literally, guys. You had it from
Niko
the
jikoni
source.
na pika huku.
Always cooking.
Always cooking.
Always in the
Makosa ni
kitchen.
kufikiria.
Literally.
Always cooking.
Literally. Yeah, guys. But of course, thank you so much
Thanks for
for
having
coming.
me.
We've had so much fun. We've been waiting for this interview. Because I'm anticipate. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I definitely do appreciate you. Keep doing amazing. Always gonna be supporting. I'm a real ass bitch. Like, that's how it goes.
Since day one.
Since day one.
And
so,
that's a hill I'm dying on.
literally. So of course we are still gonna be promoting your music,
Thanks,
playing your
babe.
music, supporting, coming through. And of
Thanks
course
so
during
much.
the listening party, just send us definitely a lot of that
Y'all are
invitation.
definitely
We are
getting that
definitely
invitation.
coming up for the homie. But guys,
And I hope you pull up with the boys.
they are definitely, yeah. I'm always rocking with the boys. You know, you and your Nangi solo.
You know, I love the boys.
I know, they're there. Of course, I'm gonna pull up with them.
Yeah.
Most definitely. My boss said, Shmani with your wannabe guns. They're not wannabe guns. Don't try them.
What do you mean?
Literally.
I usually tell people I know good.
I know.
Think I'm playing.
I ain't playing.
Think I'm playing. I know
Literally.
good.
Most definitely. I'm gonna pull up with the gang. Most
Yeah.
definitely. So keep doing amazing. Keep releasing. Don't
Thanks,
stop,
babe.
baby. You're super talented.
Oh my God.
You're that girl.
Stop.
Like literally.
Thank you.
Exactly. But of course, we also had a few people. Special shout out to Tatiana. Joe Mosquito says, Shmani, this is why you guys have been hiding. I couldn't find you guys on TikTok. We were on YouTube today. So too bad, guys. Because we want also people to watch later. I always never want people to miss interview. So it's already been posted.
Like I'm finna go watch later.
Literally, yeah.
Angles name.
Literally. Say, who's this cutie in the building with the burglar hat?
It's good burglar.
Yeah.
Good mother.
Literally. And say, we need that listening party. Check all my money. That's Tatiana. Definitely.
Kama nikethao.
Aka tufike bay. That's all it takes, literally.
Wow.
And of course we finna pull up. But guys, thank you so much. Do remember, from the source on all social media platforms, Kimberly Marley on Instagram. That's how you get the business. Go and check her out.
And the tea.
And the tea. And there's a lot of tea in there. Like literally.
Shiny mountain.
Literally. And of course you can also check out her new music. She just released a whole EP. Pretty Gangster on the blog. Go and check it out in all distributing platforms. Share as much as you can. Tell us which is your favorite and which one do you want us to play. But from me to you, have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning, afternoon and evening from wherever you are. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Do remember we do this every Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to the midday. Much love. You fun.
Much love. I'm sending you so much love and light. Remember, you are the change you need to see in the world, and stay magical and phenomenal.
I'm not gonna stop playing this song. Relax. Even though tunamaliza show.
That's how let's play.
Type.
You
You know, I wanted to play but I'm like, relax, okay.
That's a banger.
Let's
like,
do the type then.
after Pretty Gangster.
Yeah?
Type is my next
Alrighty, let's listen.
All day, every day.
Is a body. Called Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah.
Rihanna Kira. Like a bird.
Alright.
virus. Because we don't know who done it. My city is of violence. I'm violent, only violent. Middle finger that I'm violent. I know that this is a data rate. If it's slow when it's time already. So I hit a piano like highway. From a city, but I hit it. I do really, but I hit it. 63 on damage. Exactly. Got power. Shit is nice. Like power.
You're now listening to the best music.